How to be a better winger. This one is my favorite because I am a left winger. I love the wing. I could talk about this for hours. I'm going to try and do it in 5 minutes. Here we go. How to be a better winger. Number one, widen the field. The basic rules of soccer say when you have the ball, widen the field. When you don't have the ball, make the field narrow and compact to remove the space, right, for the other team. So number one, widen the field. If you watch players like Sterling, Sane, Salah, all these guys, Liverpool, City, they love to really stretch the play. Sane will even be basically on the actual white line of the field now when he's playing, which is amazing to see. The other team have a huge problem now. Do they go with him, which creates space? So number one, widen the field. Number two, become a dribbling master. Now that's easy to say. I've got other videos which talk about dribbling and the realities and the truth about dribbling. The answer is simple. If you don't have a friend to practice with, get a cone. If you don't have a cone, get a bucket. Just put something in your garden or in your park or in your astrofield, in your school, and practice going around it. Over and over and over, left foot, right foot, inside of the foot, outside of the foot, drop the shoulder, a little trick maybe. Just go around something as much as you can and increase that challenge and that difficulty as you get better. Change your speed, right? All of these factors, but become a dribble master. It's the truth. Ultimately, passing, shooting, heading, shielding, all these other factors of the game, these other variables of the game can be argued as somewhat irrelevant if you watch a guy like Lionel Messi who you can't get the ball off of. We've seen videos of him taking on 5 or 6 guys. It's a nightmare. If you're a defender and you cannot get the ball off of somebody, you're pulling them out of position, which is creating space for Messi just to pass the ball into Suarez for a tap-in. So number two really is just become a dribble master, specifically on a 1v1 and a 2v1 situation. If you can master that, you're going to be unstoppable as a winger because you're going to always beat your right back or you're always going to beat your left back, which in turn builds confidence in your striker because they know the ball is coming in and it allows them to make a correct run. Number three, crossing variations. Now, we can go back to Beckham, a guy with not so much speed, not brilliant actually at dribbling. He was quite good at changing his speed enough to get the ball beyond the defender by 1 step, but his master, what he's known for is bend it like Beckham. So a crossing variation 1 would be the bent cross. It can be low, it can be medium, it can be high. Doesn't matter too much, but it's about bending the ball to a number 9 or a number 10, whoever's in the box. The next one, more of a Sterling approach, kind of a give and go on the edge of the box, but you're getting in behind the defense with speed to cut the ball back or to drill it low or to dink it, whatever it would be. That's another crossing variation. You've got the kind of Beckham one, which is like bend it in behind. Then you've got the get in behind, run, cross, where you're now got time to pick your head up and have a look. You're closer to the keeper now. So there's 2 basic variations of 2 amazing players that didn't have the same game but have effective results. So decide what kind of a winger you are. If you're not as fast, work on your Beckham crossing, right? If you are fast, look to pull the right back or the left back out of position like Sterling does and then run in behind them. Now you've got more time for a different cross effectively. The next one is something that a lot of players will struggle with, even at the highest level of the game. So Theo Walcott at Arsenal is unbelievably fast, like Usain Bolt fast if you don't know who he is. But his soccer or his football IQ was often criticised by pundits because they felt he got into these amazing positions based off of his speed, but then didn't know what to do with the ball. So for me, if I was working with Theo Walcott, it would be the repetition of what to do, almost a robotic level if he doesn't have a natural soccer IQ, what to do through multiple kind of repetition when you get into these dangerous areas on the field. That almost makes them play more like a video game rather than a Messi, who I feel operates on an organic, just soccer IQ level. But we can't always talk about Messi because he's the GOAT, right? We have to just talk about real people almost and what we can do. For the most part, Theo Walcott is still making £200,000 a week. And he isn't that good when he gets in behind. So what can we do to work on that? Muscle memory, repetition of what to do in dangerous positions of the field. So can we grow our soccer IQ? The next one, communication. That ties into it. If you really don't communicate with your teammates in the training ground and then on the field, they don't know what you're going to do. You'll see it a lot if you watch a bad team play, or a team where the winger isn't synced up with the number 9. They cut back and forth. There's a guy called Zaha who plays for Crystal Palace, who's the best player on their team, but I think he knows that, and he doesn't always put the ball into the box for the striker when he might be kind of accused of he should do it. He'll cut back, then he'll cut back again, he'll cut back again, and now the striker's going, well, when are you going to put the ball in the box? I don't know what's going to happen. So he doesn't make, or she doesn't make their run, or they then start giving up on making that run because they think, well, this person is never going to cross the ball. As opposed to someone who kept it simple like Beckham. Ruud van Nistelrooy back in that time knew. One touch from Beckham to get it away from the defender, and then bang, the ball's coming in. So Ruud can start making his run based off of that knowledge. Does that make sense? So communicate in training. If you've got a really tall striker, you don't have to be a genius. What I'm going to say next, put the ball in higher. That's your advantage. The coach should be telling you that is our USP, that is our advantage. If the striker's smaller, like a Michael Owen, well, yes, you're going to be running in behind more. An Aguero, you're running in behind more, right? Because what's the point of putting the ball in the air? Van Dijk versus Aguero, 6'4" versus what, 5'10"? What's the point of that? How can Aguero get in behind Van Dijk? Speed, agility. You've got to play to your strengths. So that's my final tip, really. Communicate and take those things into the game. So just to kind of go through them again. Widen the field. Become a dribbling master on a 1v1 or a 2v1. Know the crossing variations and then specify which one is better for you and for your game and hopefully for your team. We don't want to get off on changing teams, but for your team. IQ within the game, which is forever changing. And that's only going to come through repetition and a good coach, of course, who's helping you from the field, and a good team who's kind of communicating with you. And then the last one would be just the communication on the training ground, and then take that into the game. So hopefully those have helped you. I said 5 minutes, I'm looking at 8 minutes here, but those 8 minutes could really help change your life if you're a winger. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of those things. I think we're even on TikTok. So go follow us at Soccer Roots on all of them. Thank you for watching, guys. See you soon.